Before this video starts, no, I'm not making this video because something bad happened to me over the internet that's causing me to quit again. I mean, I literally just got back. Quitting now would be a stupid move on my part. And I mean, come on, you're crazy if you think I'm gonna quit over some random guy that's not worth my time. I'm just making this video because over the course of 2 months, I've been running into a lot of situations. Situations that were mostly negatively affecting me in the beginning of when they started, but allow me to learn a lot in the end. And honestly, there's quite a lot of other people I feel like should know how to deal with negativity. So, I'm here to share my thoughts. With that being said, let's roll the sick intro. But before that, this video is sponsored by... No, just kidding, I ain't got no sponsors. The internet. Kids, teens, and adults go on the internet almost every day. In fact, the people who are even watching this video are on the internet right now. You're either watching this on your phone, tablet, laptop, television, if you're feeling adventurous, or a Samsung smart fridge for all the full-on chads out there. The internet is usually used to go on social media, or to enlighten yourself via Google, or to just communicate with your friends over long distances. In some cases, the internet is a great thing to have, and it's amazing that technology is advanced enough to handle such a thing. If you've ever talked with your parents about the internet, then you might have heard them say something about how life is a much simpler time now than it was back then for us. Kids actually had to go to the library to get the information they needed for school, but now you can just look up what book you want to read, and sure enough, you might be able to find a free version online. Before, phones weren't in our pockets, and we couldn't use them to look up information, watch videos, or listen to music. They used to be on the walls, and if you go really, really far back, they might have looked like this. The evolution of technology is cool and all, but now let's talk about why technology is a bit more dangerous than it sounds. It seems like every day, we're being pulled into the screens that we were given, almost as a habit. When we do this, it's almost like we're being pulled into a totally different world, and we tend to forget about our surroundings until we're pulled out of our technology. With platforms like Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Discord, etc., our time goes into monitoring these places on the internet, and it's mainly because it gives us all a chance to connect with each other, no matter where we are in the world. However, that also leads to the possibilities of some very malicious characters that could enter into your life without you being ready for them. Not every stranger you meet is going to be the same. There will be some negative people you run into because it's, well, the internet. Depending on what people you interact with, it almost makes you feel like the internet is just one big snowball of hate, rolling down a mountain and getting larger as it rolls down to eventually crash into your home. When you attempt to rebuild that home, the snowball starts piling up again, waiting for its next chance to strike. Well, it's not always like that, and very nice people can be found on social media. There will always be someone out there to just make things negative. Or at least, they try to make things negative for you. People react to hate in different ways than others. Some lose their mind when it comes to hate, and it causes them to get into one huge debate that only started because of some random comment that had nothing to do with anything. Other people like hate, and they use it as fuel in order to better themselves and to keep on growing in life so that nothing can push them down. But of course, not everyone is like the second example, and people want to be that second example so they themselves don't get upset. It's easier said than done though, and it's just a process of becoming more mature about hate. Just looking at a couple of words woven together by some random person you've never seen with your own 2 eyes can cause your blood to get boiling. It's not even like they said it straight to your face, but really, they did. You just don't hear them say it. Think about it. With the right combination of words, a person could become genuinely upset emotionally, and it could cause some major effects on their minds. And honestly, it's pretty much related to the absurdity of the fact that kids in school are getting depressed in life over a letter of the alphabet. A letter that has been attached to the meaning of If you received this, then congratulations. You're a failure. And no one wants to fail in life. They want to succeed. But that's besides the point. People are losing their lives over the internet because strangers provoked them to do so. Just by reading something negative, it's very possible to get pretty emotional about it. We, as random people on the internet, can become upset very easily if we communicate with the right, or in this case, wrong people on the internet. No one ever thinks about how their words affect people anymore. Certain people say things in order to inflict a reaction. People hate on other people because they want to see them get upset for their own amusement. And really, you can't help but get upset at their words anyways, even if it is just nonsense. Here's a fact that you viewers might be able to relate to. One negative comment has the power to diminish over 100 positive comments. Just like that, in a heartbeat. It's due in part to the fact that once someone tells you something that'll negatively affect your day, you'll start to dwell on it way more than if 100 someone's simply told you, "Hey man, you're amazing." We start to think about negativity way more than we think about positivity when something negative happens. Again, not all people are like this, but some of the people that I've met do think like this. I'll admit, even I unfortunately started thinking like this for a few periods of time. At a point in time in the past, I could be told by a bunch of people, "Hey man, your YouTube channel is really cool. I hope you keep growing in the future." But then comes along this random guy that I've never met in my life who just straight up says to me,
"Your content is absolute garbage. It's unoriginal. You bring nothing to the table. I hope you delete your channel soon."
A different me in the past would be like, "Well, first of all, ... and then type 1,000-word essay on why this guy is an absolute clown. But the me now wouldn't even care. Because hate is just something to waste everyone's time. Keep this in mind. Criticism is different from hate. Some critics are more harsh than others, but in the end, critics truthfully want to see you do better than what you're doing right now. Hate, on the other hand, is just truly negative, and it's not usually associated with the hidden meaning of, "I want to see this guy do better." It's more like, "I don't want to see this guy at all," despite the fact that haters still look at what they hate, so really haters are just truly dedicated fans. They just express it the wrong way. Hate is not something people want in life. People want positivity, but in the end, we need hate to balance out the good and to have something exciting in our lives and something to keep pushing us to do better. It's like the relationship with Batman and the Joker. They both need each other because if one is without the other, they just have no purpose. This is the same with balancing positivity with negativity. We may not like one of them, but without them, the other one is nothing. If the world was always positive, what is there to worry about? Life would just become boring. And no one would want to be motivated to try harder at anything they do if everyone just says they were doing a good job. It's like getting infinite participation trophies. Everyone's a winner. That isn't exciting. The same thing would happen if the world was always negative. If everyone told you that what you did sucked, no matter what it was, then why do anything? What's the point of trying to do something better than someone else if no one is better than everyone and we're all just losers? There's nothing to push for, because everyone would hate you no matter what you do. Sadly, that's kind of how the world is now. People who are big names in this world will always have someone to hate them no matter what. You could be caught breathing, and people would run up to you and tell you how much they hate your existence. And that is no exception on the internet. You could say anything to anyone, and there will be someone to twist your words and paint you as a genuinely unlikable person. Even if you did nothing wrong to them, or anyone. There's just going to be someone to waste your time. It sounds like a losing situation, right? No matter what you say or do in life, someone's just going to say something that gets your feathers ruffled, and you just have to sit there and take it, not even responding to the person. If one person thinks you're doing something wrong, then what's there to stop you from thinking you might actually be doing something wrong, right? Sure, it's one person, but what if people who say you're doing something right are actually wrong, right? What's right? What's wrong? What's the matter with what I'm doing? Is there something wrong with me? Why do people say I'm right if someone thinks I'm wrong? Who's right? Who's wrong? How could it be right? How could it be wrong? What can I do? Well, truthfully, it's not about what others think is right or wrong. It's what you think. That's why we have this little word called opinions. The internet is a little sensitive to opinions. I mean, you could go into a group chat that talks about something like, I don't know, anime. And that group chat happens to really like Attack on Titan, which is a pretty well-known anime, and although I don't know too much about it, I know a couple of friends of mine who do. Now, you could show up one day to that group chat and say, hey, in my opinion, I don't think Attack on Titan is the best anime of all time. After saying this, you may notice that several people are typing in the chat, and you will then be greeted with several messages that probably may look like, how dare you say Attack on Titan isn't the best anime? You make me so mad! You have bad taste, you absolute moron! Useless paperclip of a human being! You probably think Dragon Ball Z is better than the best anime of all time, also known as Attack on Titan! You buffoon! You extension cord necked human infant! Get out of this chat! In fact, don't even. I'm just going to ban you from this chat. Have fun in your worthless, pathetic life. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Stupid. Have a terrible day. Just an example. This isn't just for this fandom, though. There are going to be countless other people who will attack you for having an opinion. They don't like what you think. But in the end, what you think isn't right or wrong. As long as you're not being disrespectful and you're living your life, who cares about what other people think? You don't have to listen to what other people say. What you think is what you think. And if people can't respect that, then they're in the wrong, most likely. As long as it's not a harmful opinion, it's not right or wrong. It's just what you think. And that's the most important part. What other people think is right or wrong doesn't matter in most cases when it comes to opinions. If you think that Attack on Titan isn't the best anime, then that's what you think. If you think that books are better than screens, then that's what you think. If you think that what you're doing in life is cool, then that's what you think. If you think that the internet is a bad place, then that's what you think. If you think someone's opinions don't matter, then that's what you think. It's not right or wrong what you think opinion-wise, and if people online disagree with that, then it's just the internet. The internet sucks sometimes, but that's okay. And if you think it's okay for the internet to suck too, then that's what you think. And if you think I did a good job making this video, then that's what you think. Going off of the script, I'd like to thank you so much for watching till the end of the video. It took me a very long time to edit this video, and before you start going in the comments being like, oh, well, he said that he was back, and then he took like a very long time to make this video, might I remind you, it might take some time for me to get on a decent schedule for my video. I'd like to see you edit a video that's over 12 minutes long. And is this good? Just kidding, I don't know if this is good. I'm just gonna base this off of what you guys think. So if you enjoyed this, then you can leave a like or something, I don't know. And hey, maybe if you want more content like this, then leave a comment telling me, hey man, I like when you do this style of video. Why don't you keep trying to do these styles of videos for your YouTube channel? And then I'll be like, okay then. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I guess my next video will have to be a casual video, because I am not sitting down editing a 12-minute video for over a month again. You're loved and appreciated, and I hope you have a wonderful day, wherever you are in the world. Bye.